Hello everybody! Today I just wanted to share with you guys my favorite book. Some of you will already know this is my favorite book, and I think I've already shared it in a couple videos, so my most loyal subscribers will know. Journey of Souls. I wanted to let you know a little bit about what this book is about, and I wanted to let you know that it's actually available on YouTube for free as an audio that you guys can listen to. I think it's like 4 hours long or so, and I'll link it below. And maybe you guys can experience profound joy from the book and the remembrances it brings you, just as I have. The reason that this book is my favorite is not just because of the words within it. When I read this book, it sparked my memory of the higher realms. And that, I think, is the most beautiful thing in the world. It helped me to remember what life is like beyond this earth. It helped me to remember my soul group. It helped me to remember my spirit guide. It's like for the time that I was reading this book, I was transported for a moment into the higher realms. It's been about 3 years since I found this book. I remember reading it in September of 2016. And I remember just sitting in my office reading this book. I remember feeling sad, and I was just like sad because it was so beautiful, and I knew that someday it was going to end. And I was going to turn that last page and then it was going to be over. And even when I was just reading the first chapter, I already felt that sadness. I think that's how you know that you're experiencing the love of your life in book form. So, like I said, this is a unique book though. What is it about? Well, Journey of Souls is actually kind of a science book. You guys don't be mad at me, but so it's a book written by this man right here. He's now on the other side. Shout out to you, Michael Newton, on the other side. Thank you for what you did in your life. I think he wrote this book actually when I was a little girl in the 1990s. He was, I believe, a clinical psychologist. He was not particularly interested in metaphysics or spirituality, but he had learned to hypnotize people. Hypnotherapy is sometimes used in psychotherapy, and that was the case for him. And he had the experience of hypnotizing people. I think he was very good at hypnotizing people. I think he had a special gift for that, where people sometimes went into past lives, or they sometimes went into what he really discovered, which was the life between lives, right? There's been past life regressions for a long time, but this is what particularly interests Maya. This is my most favorite thing. The life between lives, where we go in the higher realms in between incarnations. And he had some people go there, and then he took a lot of interest in that, eventually made it his life's work to develop a type of hypnosis that would allow people to go to this space in between lives, right, in the higher realms where we're going in between each of our incarnations. He published some of his hypnotherapy sessions in this book, in like these little vignettes. They're actually written out like as transcripts, where it shows like what he said, what questions he asked people, and then how they answered. And I just want to walk you guys through a little bit of the table of contents. I do recommend reading this book if you like to read, but if you don't, I recommend listening to it as an audio. Chapter 1 is called Death and Departure. And so this is like a collection of people's remembered experiences of their deaths and departing from physical earth. That might sound like not that interesting or like even grim as I say it here, but trust me, it's so healing. Then chapter 2 is called Gateway to the Spirit World. And this is like a collection of accounts of people in a superconscious state remembering their arrival. Oh, remembering their arrival to the spirit world. I don't want to ruin the surprises for anybody who doesn't know like what happens, so I won't say what happens. But chapter 3 is called Homecoming, and that's about coming home to our special place in the higher realms. And then there's a whole bunch of other chapters too. There's one on orientation, how we reorient to the higher realms, the transition, one on our guides. And then there's chapters on soul evolution, the beginner, intermediate, and advanced soul. Chapters on how we select our life, on choosing a body and preparing to come back to earth, and a chapter on being reborn. To me, this is like the best wisdom that could ever be contained in a book. Well, every book that I read resonates to me at a certain level of truth. And usually the percentages of truth don't feel that true in spiritual books, or it doesn't particularly resonate with me. I'm not saying that this book resonates 100%, but it's pretty close. I felt a truth. I could tell that these accounts were genuine when I was reading them. At least that's the way that it felt to me. And it was like hearing people talk, like it sparked something in my own subconscious and my own superconscious of remembering life beyond the here and now. Life beyond Maya Joy KahNah. It helped me to remember and feel who I really was. And it helped me to understand my life on earth and bring context to why I'm here, who I'm here with, and how life works. How the process of life really works from the perspective of the soul. Anyway, I just wanted to just put this out there for those of you who are maybe bored. You're a little bored. You don't know what to listen to or what to watch or what to read right now. Maybe consider this. This is a really good one. And if you like me and you like what I talk about and stuff, then maybe our hearts are aligned and you'll really like this too. Let me know if you decide to listen or you decide to read this book, or if you have read this book, let me know in the comments below. If you guys want me to read some of this book to you, let me know. I've thought about doing that many times, and this is part of a series, but I believe, in my experience, this one's the one that's closest to my heart. There is a second book, if you've already read this one, called Destiny of Souls. There's actually many books that are related to this one that are sort of case reports or different case studies of people's accounts of the higher realms while in a hypnotized state. But this one is just my love. Okay, guys? And I hope it becomes your love too. And about the recording, it is kind of old. If you're into like men, the older men's voices who have like a really calming presence about their voice, then you'll probably like the recording. So the frequency of it was kind of like in the middle, but I listen to this book whenever I'm walking around. I just listened to some of this book, even though I somewhat even have some parts of it memorized at this point in time. I just listened to it just yesterday. I was at Target. I was needing some perspective on life, and I was like, hold up. Remember that free audiobook available on YouTube? Let me listen to that. And immediately I just was like, yes, this is life. This is why I'm here. This is who I really am. So I hope it gives you guys that too. And yeah, thank you guys for being here on the Maya's Dream channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being open-minded about my favorite book. And if you have another favorite spiritual book that you would like to share with others, please post it in the comments below. I would actually be very curious because I'm always looking for new books to read that like really have profound power and wisdom and truth behind them. So if you know one like that, let me know. Thank you for being here. Many blessings to all of you. Have a great day today and whenever you're watching, and namaste.